Bangladesh army is now facing a serious question. Is this only a naming exercise or is it a deeper ideological signal from inside military establishment? A newly raised battalion at the Bangladesh Military Academy has 4 companies named after the first 4 Caliphs of Islam. In isolation, supporters may call it a tribute to Islamic history, but in current political climate of Bangladesh, the timing and the symbolism cannot be ignored. This is not about questioning faith, this is about questioning the state's direction. A professional army is expected to project national identity, constitutional values, and military discipline. But when the religious symbolism starts entering military structures, observers are bound to ask whether Bangladesh's armed forces are being slowly pushed into more ideological space. The question is direct: is the Bangladesh army becoming more religiously marked after 2024 political shift? There is also a larger regional concern. Bangladesh is not just another country in South Asia. It shares a long border with India. It has a sensitive security history, and any ideological change inside its army has implications beyond Dhaka. If the military begins to move from liberation war legacy to religious identity politics, India and the region will have to watch this closely. The danger is not in names alone. The danger is in what those names may represent inside the system. Bangladesh was born out of a liberation war identity. Its army has long drawn legitimacy from that legacy. That is why the battalion naming has triggered such a sharp debate. If the 1st battalion looked back to 1971, what does the 2nd battalion naming signal about Bangladesh's future? Is this an innocent tribute, or is military now reflecting the new political trend? And more than that, the Chief of Army Staff has started to keep a beard. On this issue, I am joined by Suhas Chakma, Director, Rights and Risk Analysis. But let me start with the Chief of Army Staff. Sir, the clean shaven look is gone. Then we'll come to the company issue. Your comments, sir.
Well, I think the Army Chief Waqar-ul-Zaman is the most opportunist person. So if it requires for him to keep beard and to be in the system and keep in power, he will exactly do that. And that's what he had exactly done, when the uprising took place in July 2024. The way he facilitated basically the takeover of the country, it's hard to believe that with such kind of intelligence network at that point of time, whether it's the DGFI or NSI and everybody else, that the government of Bangladesh or the Bangladesh military did not have adequate information about the number of people who would come, the kind of measures they needed to be taken. It basically shows that though he's an opportunist, it indicates in a way the kind of changes which are taking place in Bangladesh, and he's just adapting to, this change situation, that the government in Bangladesh has become an Islamist one, and he has possibly no option than actually adjust himself with the change situation. And this is in a way unofficial confirmation towards the direction which Bangladesh has moved.
Are you saying, Suhas, that there is a radicalization in Bangladesh on lines of what happened in Pakistan in 1980s when Ziaul Haq took power?
Well, I think in my previous show also I had mentioned that Bangladesh is on a slippery slope. They're on the road which Pakistan had taken at that point of time, immediately after the invasion of Afghanistan by Soviet Union. And in this particular case, I think there has been a wrong assessment on our part. I think we realized, or we possibly still on the wrong assessment with respect to Bangladesh, that the BNP somehow appears to be a more democratic or centrist kind of a political party. It is not. The BNP, when it came to power in 1975 after the assassination of Mujibur Rahman, it actually turns towards Pakistan at that point of time. And if we look at today, the kind of changes which are taking place, BNP and the Jamaat-e-Islami, they have always been together. So this friendly contest between the A team and B team of the Islamist fundamentalists, we thought there is an opportunity. After all, Jamaat-e-Islami is not coming to power, but Jamaat-e-Islami is the one who are still riding the agenda. And please remember, I think today is the day when 9 years ago the Holy Artisan attack took place. And today, government of Bangladesh gave assurance to the international community that there is zero tolerance for, for terrorism. But if you remember, there are about 311 accused in the whole artisan attack, including those who are associated with the Hizbullah Tarif. They are missing, and large number of those who were given life sentences instead after the initial death sentences. 9 of them actually they fled the country, they fled the jail immediately after the July uprising, and they couldn't find them. The government of Bangladesh could not find them. So they're roaming around all over the country. Possibly everybody knows where they could be found, but the government of Bangladesh is not interested. So that's the kind of
is it irreversible? You know, is this irreversible, Suhas? Are we going to see deeper radicalization? It's like there can be no. I have not seen societies which have been secular and who have become very religious come back to those lines. Afghanistan, Iran, you can name them. Saudi, the character of the society changes.
Well, absolutely, it is irreversible for one reason, because the Jamaat-e-Islami and the BNP, they are in power without their main opponent, which is the Army League. So they are, at least till there is another big, massive uprising, they are in power. So if they want to remain in power, they will play the textbooks, which game which the Islamic fundamentalists play. So they will continue to play or Islamize the entire country. I do not see, for example, in the next 10 years, unless there is a massive uprising, that this government going to change in any manner. So 10 years is a long time for Islamic radicalization, and by that time it becomes almost irreversible. And they already have made their choices clear. They will have the support of Pakistan, and they will have the support of China, and that's the way decisions have been
By
taken.
your assessment, then Awami League stands no chance?
No, there is no way Awami League can win the. First of all, I don't see any possibility of Awami League being allowed to even participate in electoral politics in the next 5 years. So by the next election, then of course, it will be either the Jamaat-e-Islami or the BNP. It makes no difference. Then you have another 10 years. So I think that's the ultimate irreversible consequence.
Basically, you are saying we are witnessing a sort of a third republic in Bangladesh,
Absolutely. Basically, Bangladesh will be reduced to Pakistan
vassal state.